My name is Roger Soares with Archbase Corp here in Japan, and today we have a big surprise for you. We're going to be talking about Japanese Engawa and Japanese doors, and we're here again at Shifuen, and we're going to be talking and meeting Hiro, and we're going to be seeing why do Japanese use and design with Engawa in their homes. So let's go check it out. Come with me. This is a Japanese teian. This is a Japanese garden, and you can see it's not the greatest weather today, but really beautiful day. Anyway, not raining right now, and we're going to be here with Hiro, and this is Japanese Engawa. This is Hiro. Hiro.
なんで今日その厚着してんの?
Huh? これ? It's really cold today. 今日寒いくない?
なんでそんな着てるの? 脱ぎなさいよ。
なんで?
暖かいでしょ?
でも今日はもう雨が止んでね。Well, it stopped raining, but it was really cold this morning. I thought I needed all these layers.
脱いだ方がいい.
Yeah, should I take off? Alright, I'll take off one of the layers. まだ脱いだ方がいい. まだ? Okay, I'll take off another layer. Let me take off this first layer. Yeah. I'll take off this little layer too. I don't think I need this one anymore. It looks like it's getting a little bit better outside. I'll take off this one as well. So Hiro, actually, I have a secret. So the reason why I put on these layers was to demonstrate kind of functionality. So, you know, on the cold days, or we want to put on lots of layers and dress really warm. And if you look at the Japanese house, like this house here, you can see the Engawa here, and see this final door here. This one's called Amedo in Japan. Amedo. And on cold days, we want to close this layer here and protect ourselves. And actually, it's the final layer of security. Whereas we have this other second layer here, and that's this layer here of glass. So this is going to protect. And when on a rainy day, when you want to close that door, and you want to keep the rain out, you can close that door. And then we have these doors here. So these are Shoji Doors. So Shoji Doors basically function as a curtain in Japan. But anyway, I wanted to have these layers on to demonstrate the different layers of a Japanese house. Okay, so here we are at a Japanese Engawa, and we're here and we're looking at the room that we were just in before. Was over here, and you can see how this Japanese washitsu room here. You can see it's a pretty big room, but the Engawa actually starts from this point here and extends out towards the garden. So it's actually making the room feel much larger than it actually is. One of the reasons it's an Engawa, not actually a porch, is that the level of the flooring will continue to stay the same level as the room and will extend out to here. In this version, we have tatami, but this can also be flooring and made of other materials and also wood, like we have here. So this wood could be extended out to here. One of the reasons why Japanese architects and builders use Engawa is because of their diversity in functionality. One of the big things you can see here is that we have these two rooms, and so it creates this hallway that connects the rooms together, and this can go around the whole exterior of the house. So it basically, if you can imagine two rectangles, a big rectangle and a smaller rectangle, it's basically your house and the rooms would be the smaller rectangle, and that bigger rectangle on the outside is that Engawa, which is that hallway that can connect those rooms together. So another functionality of the Engawa from a building perspective is that you can see here the glass is closed, so it provides this wind barrier. Also, on a hot sunny day, it's providing shading. So if you are inside and you want to come out here to enjoy maybe a cup of tea or just relax, it provides shading for the people here in the home. One of the nice things about the Engawa is that it's a space that's kind of undefined. It's not completely inside the house and it's not completely outside the house. So let's go now talk to Hiro, and we're going to go find out some more and ask some questions about Engawa. So let's go. Hey, Hiro.
Hi.
Hey, it's good to see you again.
ね、
今日はよろしくお願いしま
お願い
す。
します。
ヒロは、なぜ日本人は縁側ありますか？なんで縁側使いますか？
ここは、将棋とか指すときにおじいちゃんおばあちゃんとかここに正座して、チェスみたいな将棋とかこう指したりとか。
じゃあ昔はここで将棋しました。
将棋指したり、遊びの場として使ったりとか。
近所さん、私が聞いたのは、近所さんとか聞いたり、ここで会話するとか。
そう、天気がいい日はここを開けて縁側に座ってこういう感じで座ってお茶を出したりして会話しながら庭を眺めたりするスペースとして使ってる。
なるほど。So this is very interesting. So what Hiro was just explaining to me was that the Engawa not only creates a space that makes the room much larger, but here, long time ago, you would get a lot of times you get adults and other people would gather around, and they would actually play Othello or chess, what Japanese call what do you call it? Shogi. So you call it shogi. So they would play shogi here, which is kind of a Japanese Othello type of Othello, and so they would use this to play games. Also, if you're meeting the neighbors or meeting a friend, often you can sit here at the porch and have a cup of tea, or it makes a great place to actually look out into the garden.
とても気持ちがいいから、寒いとかこれ閉めたら眺めだけはいいでしょ。だからこういう風に使うのがもう縁側。
そう、冬は、例えばすごい寒い時は、どういう風に使いますか、縁側？
縁側、これストーブとか焚いて、これを閉めてやっぱり庭を眺めながらやったりとか。
Okay. So I think we showed this before, but you can see we have these doors here on the outside. We're just going to go pull them this way. But you can actually see here, these are what's called amedo. So this is if you're going to, in the winter or in the evening, if you want security, you can actually pull this door. This is a solid wood door, and you can pull this closed, and this will actually lock up. So you can lock up and close the entire outside of the house, so that on a cold winter day, or if it's very windy, or if you're, for example, if you're going away for vacation, you want to have that security, you have the option to lock up those outside doors, amado. And then, if it was, for example, on a winter day where maybe it wasn't very cold, but you wanted to look out at the beautiful snow, but you wanted a little bit of protection from the wind, you could basically close these glass doors and you could still enjoy the view of the garden, but without having the cold breeze. The final layer, if we come on in here, so Japanese architects and builders like to build a play with light and shadows. So Hiro wa nande kono Shoji Door daiji desu ka?
今直射日光で夏暑い光が入るときはここで将棋やっぱり指したりするときに柔らかい光が入ってくる。ちょっとソフトな明かり。
なるほど. So this is very interesting. So what Hiro is just explaining to me is that if it's a very hot summer day, for example, and you have this light coming in, and the room is getting too hot, for example, maybe in the afternoon, you have the option to close these shoji doors, and this creates kind of a soft light, and I can just feel that right now. That's much cooler, just closing those paper doors like that. So the room has just become much cooler. So on a hot summer day, you can close these, and you can just lay down and take a nap. Hiro wa koko de hiru ne shikoto arimasu ka?
したことある小さい頃
So, so he just told me when he was a kid, he used to take a nap in the washitsu. So close these doors and just block out the hot sun and then take a nap. So, yeah, so these shoji doors, you can kind of think of it from a Western perspective as they're basically be like curtains, interior curtains, but it's just adding that extra layer. So I was kind of playing around earlier, wearing those layers and giving myself that versatility for, you know, different kind of weather conditions. Japanese homes are very similar to that. They have those layers and that kind of diversity so that you can have the shoji doors on a hot day, protect you from the light, give that natural soft light into the room. And then on a day when you want to have a little bit more exposure to the elements, you can open these doors, and in this kind of situation, this could be, like we said, could be a winter day where you want to look out and you don't have that cold breeze on you, but you want to look out into the garden. So you can close these glass doors. And then if it's a hot summer day and you want to enjoy the breeze, you can just open these up and then you have access to the garden. So usually there'll be slippers here, and we can actually walk out into the garden from here. But it's quite common for Japanese people. On the Engawa, they actually will sit on the side like this and enjoy a cup of tea and talk with their friends, and then they can enjoy the view of the garden. So a day like today, it's now the sun's starting to come out, so it feels pretty good. Hiro, the weather's improving. What do you think? Weather getting better?
こうやってお茶飲みますか
Oh yeah. Please pass me the tea.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. So today we were very fortunate to be able to meet Hiro and introduce you to Engawa. And you know, I think one of the things, the big takeaway for people watching this is that Engawa is a very versatile space, and it's not a very well defined space. It's not completely indoors and it's not completely outdoors, but its versatility and function is wonderful. You know, we talked about the ability to, as a place to meet people, a place to enjoy playing games, and as a space to be able to transition from room to room, as a space that actually makes the rooms feel much larger. The Engawa also allows you to be able to open these doors on a nice sunny day and enjoy nature, but also have the ability, you know, using these multiple layers of doors, we're able to, on cold weather days, or maybe on a day when there's air pollution, and you want to be able to close out the outside of your home, you have the ability using Amedo to be able to close down your house. And also you can close these windows here, and you can make the interior space airtight and providing the comfort that you need. So again, thank you for joining our video on Engawa. And in the next video, we're going to be talking about how Japanese architects and builders use natural materials in their buildings. Be sure to check it out. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.